Hey guys, welcome back, and hello if you're new. My name is Michaela. I am a 21-year-old foster mom, soon to be foster mom, making videos about foster care, motherhood, cleaning, lifestyle, all that good stuff. Before we get any further, hit the subscribe button. You won't regret it. If you're anything interested in foster care, motherhood, cleaning, or lifestyle, like hauls and groceries and all that good stuff. But also down in the description box is my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. It's all down there. You definitely want to be a part of that. That's where I post lots of polls about what I should post, when I should post things, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about your first placement call and what kind of questions you should ask your worker when they call you. We have done lots of research about what things to ask. It's something that they really didn't touch on in class, but we wanted to know, the right things to ask when they call us for a potential placement. So we are going to be experiencing this anytime in the next 2 weeks. We are so excited. So I just wanted to get this out there for all of you that are waiting for your first placement. First is just the generic age and gender. You want to know how old they are. Obviously, or hopefully, your social worker would not call you with a child outside of your age range, maybe unless they were in a sibling set. But you want to know that, and you want to know their gender, so you can get clothes ready, get some personal care items ready. That's just kind of basic. Number 2 is their birthday. For us, we are accepting ages 0 to 3, so it would be really interesting to me if their birthday was in December and we were getting them in November. And of course, yeah, they're 3, but they're about to be 4. That doesn't necessarily matter so much to us, but I know it probably does for a lot of people. So if you're really strict on your age range, you may want to ask the birthday. The third question is this their first time in care? That makes a big difference, in my opinion. First time in care will probably, it would really affect the financial part of it, which I'm not going to get into in this video, but also just how long the process is going to be, and that also, kind of shows you what all is coming for the social worker. What kind of things that they're going to have to do and how long it's going to take. Then the fourth question kind of goes along with that. Is there any potential kin coming forward at this time? A lot of times that they won't know that. They won't know that right away. But it's helpful to know if they have an aunt that they might be interested, but you're not sure. So a lot of people, that would play a big difference. It will play a big role, but that is something that we will probably ask. Number 5 is, do they have any siblings and are they in care? A lot of times, they do have siblings, and maybe your social worker won't ask you about that because it's out of your age range. But you want to know that. You want to know if they're in care, or do they have older siblings that aren't in care, but have already aged out. So I feel like that's probably really important to some people. I know that sometimes they do have to split siblings up, and I don't think they will tell you if you don't ask. So that's one thing that we have learned from the meetings, is that if you don't ask, they're not going to tell. Also, number 6 is this looking long-term or short-term? A lot of times they won't be able to give you that answer, but it is good to ask, because there are certain situations, I would say, that look more like the parents will not get them back, but they can't tell you that for sure. And even if they do tell you that, they can't be 100%, and you never know what's going to happen. I've heard somebody say that the only thing predictable about foster care is unpredictability. So just might as well prepare for that. Number 7, size clothing and shoes. I can't really speak for other areas, but in our area we have a pretty rough drug problem. Lots of like meth and things like that, and those kids cannot take anything from that house because it is contaminated. So I'm sure that they're not going to bring them naked, but maybe they'll just bring them one outfit or something. So you want to know. Sometimes they give you notice, sometimes they give you 30 minutes. But in that 30 minutes, you can call people and say, hey, I'm getting a kid that is 2 years old. I really need clothes. They're coming with nothing. And, you know, people, if you have a good support system, they will rally around you and they will help you in any way they can to get stuff for this child. So size clothing and shoes is really important. And because sometimes they do come with some things if it's not that situation. But there may be other things that you may not want some of the stuff in your home, or you might want to clean it first, so you need something for them to wear while you clean. But that's something definitely we'll be asking. Number 8, and this is in no particular order of like importancy, and I just wrote these down as they came in my head. So number 8 is medical needs or specialties. When you fill out your foster care paperwork, you do a questionnaire about certain things that you can and cannot accept and will and will not parent in a child. But a lot of things, like I said, if you do not ask, they will not tell. So does this kid have allergies? We have dogs, so we made it very clear that we cannot accept a child that has a dog allergy. We can't. It's just not in, it's not going to work for us. So it's not going to work for them. So those are things that are important. I know a lot of kids are allergic to cats. We don't have any, but I know a lot of people do. So that can play a big role. And obviously, if you didn't specify in your paperwork, the social worker's not going to know. Plus, if something's happening at 12 o'clock at night, the social worker's not going to remember every detail that you put on your paperwork. They're going to be trying to find that kid a home. They're not going to remember that you have cats. So, that's something you need to ask. Number 9 is kind of goes with the clothes, but are they coming with anything? Sometimes, like I said, they cannot bring anything from the home, and sometimes there's nothing to bring. And usually in that case, I've heard that a lot of social workers will go out and buy them a few things, but it is good to know what they're buying. So, just get whatever you need to get through, because if a child comes to your house at 1 o'clock in the morning, the last thing you're going to be wanting to do is get up and take that child to Walmart or Target or wherever to get clothes and get supplies and things like that. And I'll have a separate video on everything you need to be ready for your placement in our age range, which is 0 to 3. But that's a separate video. And number 10 is, what can they tell you about why they're coming into care? They are not permitted to tell you everything about the bio parents and about the situation, but they can give you certain things, but a lot of times they don't know the full story yet, and a lot of times that doesn't come out until they're investigating in court and things like that. So, but it is good to ask, because, you want all the information you can have about this child. If they were in a drug environment, then you need to know, and you need to know how to parent that child. So, you want as much information as you possibly can. And these are just the 10 questions that we came up with. If you have more, please leave them in the comments below, because we have not experienced our first placement call yet. So we would love advice on what to ask them when they call. We don't know. We're new. This is just the things that have come up in our heads and in our research. So I'm hoping that this is helpful to other foster parents that are starting this journey and waiting for their first placement. But that is all I have for you. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe before you go. And check out my other videos. They're linked below. I have a nursery tour, and I have a... Oh, goodness. I don't know. It's linked down below. But definitely go check those out and please hit the like button also if you thought this was helpful. But I hope everyone's having a really awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.